Hi guys, thanks for tuning into this Scan Tool Network video. In this video we're going to be doing a demonstration and showing you the differences between the iCarsoft CR Pro and the iCarsoft CR Max. Until recently the iCarsoft CR Pro was the top level of the best diagnostic tool that iCarsoft offered. That was of course until this brand new kit, the CR Max, came out, and now this is the best tool that they offer, the most comprehensive and sort of best tool for functionality and system and vehicle coverage. So we'll go through the differences step by step. First of all, I want to tell you where you can pick up these tools from. My advice is to go through Diagnostic World. I'll put the links in the description below this video because there are fakes, there are clones out there, and they can do damage to your vehicle, they can do damage to the tool, they won't perform as they should. So stay away from the fakes and the clones. But as I say, I'm going to put a link in the description below, and that will show you exactly where to get the genuine and official iCarsoft products from. So link in the description. So the price of these tools, this may well go down in brightness because of inactivity. It's a tablet based, but price of these tools, so this one is currently £259 and this one here is £325. So prices may fluctuate, so bear that in mind if you're looking at the tool and you do see a different price when you click the link in the description. They can go up and down. Who are the tools aimed at? I would say both of these tools can be aimed at home DIYers, car enthusiasts, or maybe somebody who wants to look after their own fleet, like their family cars. But also, additionally, I would say the CR Max could also be aimed at very small sort of garages or workshops or fleet managers, or people who look after sort of a wide variation of vehicles on a day-to-day basis. Those type of people can be this tool would be good for you guys, but ultimately both tools can be good for a wide range of sort of services, functions, and system coverage that you need to do resets on your car. So bear in mind though, this one does cost a little bit more, but you do get more functionality out of the tool. So what are the tools feel like? What are they covered in? Well, they are both sort of hard wearing. As you can see, they are quite rugged, quite tough. If you were to drop one of these, you wouldn't have any problem. I would say that the screens would be okay unless you dropped something sharp on the screen, in which case it may crack. But it's designed for a kind of a workshop and a sort of a tough hard wearing environment. So they are a really good quality when you feel them as well. When it comes to manufacturer coverage, we'll have a look into the iCarsoft tool CR Pro first of all. What I'm going to do though is, so you can hear a beeping noise there. I'm just going to get rid of that beeping noise because it can be quite annoying. Right, so we're going to go to manufacturer coverage. So we'll click onto diagnostics. You see the screen for the CR Max has gone off there. Right, BMW, Mini, Land Rover, Jaguar, Mercedes, Smart, Sprinter, VW, Audi, Skoda, Seat, Porsche, Volvo, Saab, Opel, Fiat, Alfa Romeo, Lancia, Peugeot, Citroen, Renault, Dacia, General Motors, Jeep, Chrysler, Ford, Holden, Toyota, Lexus, Sion, Nissan, Infiniti, Acura, Honda, Subaru, Mitsubishi, Mazda, Isuzu, Suzuki, Kia, Hyundai and Daewoo. Now when we come to the coverage for the CR Max, click into diagnostics. I suspect we're going to get exactly the same. Abarth, Acura, Audi, Bentley, Mercedes, BMW, Bugatti, Chrysler, Citroen, Dacia, Daewoo, Dodge, DS, Fiat, Ford, General Motors, Holden, Honda, Hyundai, Infiniti, Isuzu, Jaguar, Jeep, Kia, Lamborghini, Lancia, Land Rover, Lexus, Maybach, Mazda, Mini, Mitsubishi, Nissan GDR, Opel, which is Vauxhall, Porsche, Peugeot, Renault, Samsung, Rolls-Royce, Alfa Romeo, Saab, Sion, Seat, Skoda, Smart, Sprinter, Subaru, Suzuki, Toyota, Vauxhall, Volvo, VW commercial vehicles and VW LT3. So it does actually in fact add more manufacturers on with the CR Max there. A few others like Rolls-Royce, Lamborghini, VW commercial vehicles, if you are lucky to, a DS as well, if you are lucky enough to own any of those vehicles. Now when it comes to system coverage, they will ultimately, let me just turn the engine on in this car. Ultimately they will both allow you to diagnose the same system. So all of the main systems like your engines, your airbags, your ABS, transmission, they do display them in different ways though, and I'll show you what I mean by this. So if we go into BMW, I'm just going to try and go automatically search manual. So it potentially gives us 103 systems that it can diagnose. Obviously not all of these systems are installed into this vehicle, so you can't diagnose all of these systems. So that will give you a list of potential systems that you can diagnose, whereas the CR Max kit will just give you a list of systems which are installed. So it may only give you a list of say 20 or 30 systems because it knows that you will be able to, those systems are installed to the vehicle, and you will get a connection and a chance to diagnose those particular faults. What I should have mentioned at the start of the video is that this tool is plugged into the diagnostic port. This tool has a standalone battery. I'll come to that in a second. That's how we've got power to this tool and that one as well. Okay, when it comes to special functions, so this is another one of the big selling factors for both of these tools actually. We go back here to the main menu. So it's, when I say special functions are also known as service functions. So if we go to the CR Pro, first of all, we've got service, we click on enter. We've got oil reset, electronic park and brake, battery registration, electronic throttle control and calibration, steering angle sensor calibration, DPF reset and regeneration, ABS brake bleeding, and injector coding. So there we've got 8 special functions. If we click into the service menu of the CR Max, we've got a lot more. So all of these service functions will allow you to do calibrations, resets, hard resets on the ECUs, air suspension calibrations, injector coding. You see we've got a lot more here, but this is just the first page, because if we go to the second page as well, we've also got more calibrations and resets that we can do. So I think there's up to about 27 different calibrations available for this particular tool, but again it does cost a bit more, but I feel for the extra money you're going to pay for this tool, it does give you a lot more functionality, a lot more service functionality, and therefore, like I said earlier, if you're not sure what car you're going to be getting in on day-to-day basis, like if you're a garage or a workshop, then I would say this tool is probably essential. So when it comes to live data, both tools will do live data. This one will do graphing data. I think you might be able to get some graphing data from this one, but really I don't think it's that beneficial. But you can get live data from all systems, like the engine system, the DPF system, your ABS braking system, your live data from any system in the vehicle. When it comes to updates and costs, updates for both of these tools are free for life. So don't worry about that. This tool, you need to plug it into a computer to update it. This tool has an update option. I did it yesterday on this tool, so it's just a one touch, providing you're connected to the internet. It will update the tool for you and put the latest software on there, which is a really good feature. Saves you having to muck about with plugging it into a computer, downloading software, etc. So another plus for the CR Max. When it comes to help and support, well, for this tool you need to contact the people you bought it from. For this tool you would simply click onto, there's a support icon there and a remote desk, and that will get you through to giving you help and support for the tool should you need it. They both do have print facilities. This one will allow you to generate a report in quite a nice fashion and then obviously print it off. This one you need to remove the SD card from the bottom, plug it into the computer, so it's a little bit more involved. Not really user friendly to do it this way, but it's much better doing it this way. When it comes to power supply, as I mentioned earlier, this doubles up as a tablet, you see. So this has an internal battery. That's how we've got power to this tool right now. We're using the internal battery. This one doesn't have an internal battery, so the only way this can get its power is by plugging it into either a laptop or PC for when you do the updates, or by plugging it into the vehicle using this cable here into the diagnostic port. If you wanted to get this tool to connect to the vehicle, it's not wireless, so you do need to use a cable just like this. Plugs in the top, the other end goes into the diagnostic port at the bottom. When it comes to screen sizes, this has a 4-inch screen, this has a 7-inch screen. Yes, this screen is bigger, it probably looks a bit better, but in the real world, you know, people have been using this size screen for a long time, and it doesn't give you any problems. It's quite easy to go through and read codes, and you're never squinting. thinking, oh well, that screen could be a bit bigger, because you're always still able to get everything on that screen as well. So either or, whichever you prefer. Languages, when it comes to languages, they both do have multi-languages. If I look at the setup on this one here, languages, there we go, we can go through it, and the CR Max will be the same. So ultimately, in a nutshell, you pay a bit more for this one, a bit less for this one. They will both give you maximum system coverage, so it will cover all systems within the vehicle, all of your engines, airbags, ABS, transmission, power steering, central locking, air conditioning, air suspension faults, etc. So that is a given for both tools. The reason why this one is more expensive is because of the, basically, well, it's a tablet, so it's costs a bit more to make, but the service functionality is where this tool comes into its own, and what makes this tool better than this tool. If I was to choose one of these tools for my own personal use, given the cars that sort of I have personally on a personal level, I would still go for the CR Max, simply because you've got much more flexibility when it comes to diagnosing or carrying out a certain function on your vehicle, which I guess, these tools, they are designed for people to do things on their own, to reduce the need to having to take it to a garage just to reset a simple warning light or a simple service light, or something which is a little bit more involving, like carry out a DPF regeneration. Maybe you've changed the injectors, you want to put new injectors into your car, do an ABS brake bleed, something like that. But it's all down to personal preference. Obviously, it all depends on budget as well, but I would go for this one if it was my personal choice. And that's it. Like I say, if you want to check out these tools, I'll put the links in the description below this video, and that will take you to the genuine and official listings for these tools. Remember, fakes and clones do exist. It's not worth it, because it could damage your vehicle, the tool won't last long, and it won't carry out the designated functions that are designed for these tools. If you have any questions, go through and speak to Diagnostic World. Make sure you give them your vehicle information, and they will give you information as to whether it's going to be suitable for your vehicle or not. That didn't work. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.